Welcome back, everybody. Let's just get walking in place. Gonna get our warm up going. So we'll go for about 2 minutes of this, maybe just a little bit more. All right. Whew. How's everybody doing this week? I'm off to a good start, getting all my stuff done. I feel like I'm accomplishing things. I had a scare last week. I've seen on social media and stuff like that, they were saying how the government's clearing house and they're kicking everybody off disability and nobody's getting, even regular people, they're not going to give as many tax returns. And that's their big plan to save money. And I did get a letter that I was getting kicked off disability. And they removed me, but all I had to do was call and fill out a survey. I had to wait online I had to wait on the phone for it was over an hour that I was on hold. And then I had to fill out like a 5-minute survey, update my address, and then everything was fine. So they I feel like they do these, I call them weed out processes where they just try to bail on people and make sure, if they can catch you up where you're not filling out your paperwork, then they can avoid paying for a month. And then we get things going, and even if they get you back on, then they've saved a month or two. I don't know. That's just how I view it. But luckily, I got everything turned back on, and I didn't miss a beat. But keep your eye out for that. So that's what I'm getting at. All right, let's take a little break. Hopefully, you guys got water with you. I got my water back here, so I'm gonna have to spin around and snag it. But we want to make sure we're staying hydrated. I feel like I've been on the cusp of a UTI here recently, and I've been really trying to stay on top of the water and really hitting my body with a heroic dose of vitamin C. I know when you get taking a lot of vitamin C, you got to watch for loose stools and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been taking a bunch of vitamin C and trying to flush water and staying pretty healthy, knock on wood, but I'm going to stay on top of that water. All right. Get your break over with. And then we just walked in place. Let's go brisker here. We're going to go 90 seconds, get the warmed up. And I like to make sure I'm swinging at my shoulders and my elbows, getting multiple joints involved, getting lubricated, swinging through, getting a little side to side of the core in, trying to push my cardio. I got to hang at a level where I can still flap my gums to you guys, but you can pick it up a little bit more intense from where you're at. All right, we got about 40 seconds. Keep trucking. Whew. 20 seconds left. Really pick up the pace and burn it out. We're gonna get into some stretching next. About 5 seconds. All right, shake that out. Keeping your arms loose and limber. Start rolling your neck. Nice and slow, just a nice, relaxing, slow stretch. All right, and then switch directions. Remember, guys, everything we do, we're in charge of making sure it's safe for us. And anything that I do, If you can go faster, stronger, harder, you do that. If you got to go slower, that's fine too. Just it's whatever works for you.
Yep.
You got to keep that in mind. All right. Let's roll those shoulders backwards. Big shoulders, bring them up to your ears, then back, pinching your shoulder blades together, down like you're trying to touch the ground, then together like you're going for maximum cleavage, then back up. Rolling. And then switching directions. Keeping track of where we're at on my phone here. All right. Let's take that left arm, bring that across the front. Feels really good across the back of my shoulder. I really like this stretch.
Right.
A little slow movement in your arm, keeping applying pressure. Sometimes looking one way or the other will apply pressure to the stretch. Switch to the right arm. Man, I got back into my weight routine this week, and between yesterday and today, I am feeling it. It's a good feeling. I'm going to tilt back just a little bit, reposition my butt, and then left arm over the top. And if this doesn't work for you, finding something that does, making sure if we need to, we got our seat belts on, whatever position is safe. Occasionally I have to reposition and scoop my butt back so I can be as stable as possible. Switching to the right. Just feels good to get in here every Tuesday and move my body.
Yep.
All right. Looking behind you to the right, a little twist stretch here. I like to find a place back here on my backrest I can grip, and then I use my armrest. But you guys are doing whatever works for you. Nice, gentle stretch. We're not trying to break our back. We're just trying to loosen up. Sure does feel good, though.
Yep.
All right, back to the left.
Was that a pun? We're not trying to break our back.
Again, or a re-break.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
You're quicker than I am. Which that's not much of a compliment. Don't flatter yourself. All right. Now stretching down, I'm going to flatten out a little bit, but stretching down to reach your toes. All right. As I relax and big exhale, hopefully you can get a little further distance, reach a little farther. go. Now remember, we come up slowly. This is a situation where we could get a little lightheaded if we pop up too quick. I know I often do, so I'm mainly reminding myself to take that one slow. And then as you come up, reaching up high, opening that chest up. You go out wide, up top. There comes a spasm. All right, and then I like loosening my legs up. So we're going to start in with some curls. I'm already struggling getting my hand behind. Sometimes my legs are just so tight I can't even get my hand behind my calf to raise it up. But luckily I can adjust my chair. All right, so I like to prop up kind of like this. And let's get some curls in. However you guys want to strengthen or stretch right now, it's a little differently. That works for you. Man. My hips would get really tight. It's not what's going on at all, but it always reminds me of I had to take medication for, I don't know if any of you guys dealt with heterotopic ossification, but it's where the bones can grow in your joints. And that's when your joints get really stiff and then they'll actually fuse. But sometimes my hip just feels so tight. I'm like, damn, am I having heterotopic ossification again? And let's switch to the left.
I had that in my hip too, just after my injury, and the muscle was turning the bone. But it
Right.
reversed. But it reversed. It was amazing. Yeah.
How did it reverse?
I don't know. I got lucky, I guess. But you did the MRI and you could see little white spots in the muscle fiber. It was all calcium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're working that left side. Yeah, I was injured in 2011, but I remember there was what was it? I think it was called Didronil. Was that the HO medication or is that a bladder medication? Whatever the medication was, there ended up being a shortage of it. And it was like a big problem trying to get my medication for a little while there. All right, that's one set done. Let's go back to the right side.
Well, it happened to me like the year after my injury, and I guess your body's still all screwed up and figuring itself out and sort of normal, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
Funky
very
things going on.
right. It's not very scientific, but that's what I tell people all the time is it just takes your body a year or two to figure out what the heck has happened. Man. Some tight legs over here. You know, before my injury, you'd see people in a wheelchair, and I think I understood that legs could be useless, but I didn't understand that they could be like a negative impact on top of that. All right, back to the left side. And I shouldn't say that. I would not choose to have my legs amputated. I still get some benefit out of them, but they frustrate me. I'm sure you guys deal with the same.
Yep.
All right, switching back to the right. Last set of these. All right. Switching back over. Last one, left side. All right. Get repositioned. After doing that, I'm perpetually just pulling my butt out of position. So I gotta get back into shape, reset my foot plates. I gotta move those out to get my hand behind my legs. All right, let's get a drink of water. Ooh, and why not? Let's throw some AD in the mix right now. That sounds like fun. Make sure that bag's draining. All right, let's go with some jumping jacks. Whatever pace works for you, positioning your arms, further back or forward so you're not hitting yourself in the head if you have tricep weakness like I do. I don't know if I've told you guys my latest little trick, but I have bought all my vitamins in gummy form. And then, a couple times a day, I just get to go to the bathroom and eat candy and feel good about it. So, all right. Shake that out. Get a breath if you need it. And then we're going to go right into touching our toes up to military press. So I got to move the phone. We're going to get that going down to your toes, sitting up, press it out, back, down, toes, up, press. And again, the pace that's appropriate for you guys, we're going to go for 45 seconds. Another 5 seconds. Down, back up, and then roll right back into some jacks. No break yet. Keep it up. Really, if you have arm weakness like I do, challenging yourself on the up and then coming down controlled. Another 15 seconds. Keep it up, guys. 5 to go. Shoulders are burning like I am, and you're ready for a break. All right. Nice little set. We're going to do that again. Oh, but one of my favorite lies, let's get some water and take a break here. But one of the favorite lies I tell myself is I call these delicious chocolate candy bars, I call them protein bars, and feel better about it. And Costco has, I think it's Nature Valley. I'm looking around to see if there's a wrapper on the floor because I always drop the wrappers and then they end up on my chair and then they fly off somewhere across the apartment. But they're like chocolate wafer bars. They taste like Nutty bars. I don't know if you guys are fans of those, but those are like some of my favorite. And they taste just like that. And it's got more than 0 protein, so I can feel okay about it, But those I've been snacking on those pretty heavy here recently. All right, let's go back into some jacks. Not jacks. Toes up to military press. I often wonder if I do have a problem with my blood sugar, and I could probably be very easy just to get a little monitor thing to test it occasionally. But you know, I do fine most of the time during the day, but I have problems at night where I just get these spells where it's like, you know, it wakes me up, but I'm kind of like tired and in a little, I don't know, not all there mentally. And I just wonder if something's going on with my blood sugar. Let's keep it up just a little bit longer if you can. One more, then into jacks. I do have to say one of my favorite vitamin gummies right now is my vitamin C. I swear it tastes like a real fresh orange. Keeping those jacks up, really trying to keep your arms straight, you know, as good form as you can, bring it up above you and then bring it back down. If you don't have arm weakness, you know, working on your form, working on your pace. Really feeling this right in the middle of my shoulder blades on the back. Not painful, but just letting me know I'm getting work done. All right, punches. Deliberate, at your own head, or find a target. In control, not snapping, jerking movements. And of course, at your own pace. Mm. Mm. Keeping it up. Excuse me, another 15 seconds. Had a protein shake for lunch today and it's bubbling up on me a little bit. And take a break. Get some water. Whew. Okie doke. Hopefully you're all rested up. Last set of this one. Here we go, back down. Toes up top. And again, everything's at your own pace. If you don't need a break, when we take a break, you can work through it. If you need extra breaks, take them. If you need more water, take more water breaks. Hope those of you that are local to Louisville or are near the area are making plans to come to our party on June 10th down at the river. That's coming together nicely. I have a friend who coaches U of L men's basketball here in town, and they're going to donate some items for a silent auction. I don't know if you guys know Kipling purses, but they're going to donate some items for the auction. Who else? Ruggable. They make rugs that you can, I think you can wash them at home in your thing, but they're going to donate some items. The local soccer teams are going to donate ticket packages. So should have a pretty nice little event. All right, Jax. The idea is I'm still getting it set up, but it's for Louisville Adaptive Rowing. So we're gonna have the boats all set up and the volunteers there so people can trial rowing. I also want to be able to have a little thing set up for people to, it's right on a big concrete path. So I want to have trials set up where people can try out hand cycling. We're getting local places to donate food so we can have a big grill out for everybody. And, everybody can show up for free and get something to eat. And if they want to, they can bid on the auction items. Hopefully have a pretty cool event. Yeah. All right. And punching it. It's always surprising to me how much work these things take to put together. You'd think throwing a party, just get some food, some items, and you're good to go. But it's so much planning, permission, got to sign forms, releases, reserving places. It's just got to create a flyer, create invites, got to do Facebook invites as well as evites, got to send emails, social media messages, texts. So please come if you can. It's a pain in the butt. All right, take a break, get some water. It took us a little long complaining. Sorry about that. All right, arms out, twisting to the right. Very intentional movement here. Try to work that core. See what you can get out of your obliques. For me, it's an extra challenge trying to keep my arms up and even. Those all want to deviate. All right, now going to the left. Trying to use those core muscles to twist the body to the left. Oh, and it's burning. Keep it up. 5 more seconds. Keep those arms up if you can. And break. Whew. And that was burning. Get you some water. Take a break if you need it. Push through if you're a beast. Just keep going if you can. Row, row, row your boat. All right. Arms back up. Twisting to the right. Man, tell you what, my body sure feels getting back into the weight routine. I'm disappointed at myself for not staying as dedicated as I should have throughout April. Can't do anything about the past, just got to be better moving forward. Trying to comfort myself if you can't tell.
Yup.
All right. Switching back to the left. And break. Whew. I'll take a almost 45-second break here. Get some water. Rest those arms. My shoulders are screaming at me. Want you guys to know I just finished up the virtual reality research study that I was in. And if you guys are interested, please email me. All you have to do is for 20 sessions, you put this headset on. Excuse me, I think you have to do it 20 days, but it's 2 sessions a day. And really the sessions take like 10 minutes. It's very easy. But for 20 days, they'll pay you $400 to $500. So if you want to email me or get in touch with me, I'll send you the information about this virtual reality study that I've been a part of. But it's really cool. I put on the headset and, me as a quad, I'm able to set it up and all this stuff independently. But I strap the things on my wrist, I put the headset on, and then I just swing my arms to walk through the universe that they have there. And I collect coins and, do whatever they ask. Like I said, each session takes 10 minutes and I have to do it twice a day, but they're going to pay me $400 or $500. So pretty cool little opportunity. Message me if you're interested. They're looking for more people. They think that they can decrease pain with virtual reality. And I mean, I don't know about you, but $400 or $500 in my pocket will alleviate some pain for sure. So, all right.
Just for quads, they do in Paris too.
No, I think it's quads and paras. The main qualification is they want to make sure that you have some neuropathic pain. So, all right, back to the right. Last set of these. And, think about it, there's a lot of people I talk to that tell me they don't have neuropathic pain because, they don't take medication or it doesn't hurt them. But if you start talking to them, pins and needles, tingling, numbness, feeling where you can't have, I think most of us to some degree experience some neuropathic pain. So it's just something to think about. Make sure you assess whether you really do have neuropathic pain or not before you turn it down.
I'm divorced. That still hurts. Count.
If you just call that neuropathic pain, I think you'll slide right through.
It works on the nerves.
Let's switch to the left. But it's interesting. I don't do a ton of these. I search them out all the time. But there's lots of little opportunities to do surveys and to do little studies if you keep your eye out for it. And it's by no means a job, but it's a side hustle for sure. I easily make a couple $1,000s a year doing all this stuff. So.
Do you go through any broad organizations like Reed Foundation or Kessler or something like that?
That's good there. Let's take a break. Actually, both of those foundations, I have found these through. The Reed Foundation is good about putting stuff out on social media when they come across things like these. But really, it's just a combination of being active on social media. As much as social media deserves to be pooped on, there is a lot of value there. Yeah, it's the one place where I can pull up on my lap and I can enter a world where I'm normal and everybody's like me and they have the same problems and we can talk about it. So there's a lot wrong with technology. Don't get me wrong, but there are some really cool aspects of it. So, all right, let's throw some elbows backwards, alternating left, right. Keep it up, about halfway there. And switching to punching. Looks very similar, but the focus is very different. Our latest thing we have from social media, we had a call yesterday and Warner Brothers and this other group are working together on they're working on like a unscripted reality show, just trying to show the life of disabled people. And they reached out to us about that. So we'll see. These things take months or years to develop, but we'll see how it goes. It sounds like a pretty cool opportunity. And the lady that has the marketing firm or whatever that reached out to us, she found us on social media. Let's take a little break there. But she has business in Louisville and she travels here. The guy that's part of the ownership group that owns Lynn Family Stadium is one of her clients. And so there's a big opportunity there that Liz isn't on the phone or on the call. She had to jump off, but I want to get him interested in what Liz is doing with Gathering Strength. I think there's a big opportunity to connect a big local businessman with a local charity. And, you know, Liz does a lot of great stuff for the disabled community around here. And to get her paired with a big business, I think would be great. And not just around here.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys aren't local, you know, she reaches people all over the place. So we just got to funnel her some dollars so she can help more people.
Yeah, if we could expose that
Yeah.
shortage of healthcare workers because of bad pay type deal, you know, or assistance at home.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one.
Absolutely.
I mean, if we can show them where you have someone who's perfectly able to stay home by themselves and just need a little bit of help, yet they have to go in a home because they can't find the assistance, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's just
Maybe
if
that
they
could
could just get it.
expose, yeah, maybe that could expose the home, I mean, the nursing home catastrophe that's out there. It's just ridiculous.
I mean, there's just so many common sense things where if they would kind of look at it, they could save themselves so much money. You know how
Yeah.
many times they've tried to get me to go inpatient for IV meds for a UTI when all I need is a syringe at home, you know, once or twice a day. Like they just common sense accounting. If we could bring that to the medical field, you know, letting somebody stay at home and a 10x $1,000 reduction in cost just makes too much sense. All right, switching to punch. Ooh, getting a little AD. I don't know if I'm getting worked up or if my tube's kinked. It's a joke. When I get pissed off, I don't think it's ever caused me AD.
Right. Just a little bit longer. All right, and if you can, keep going. We're gonna do bonus set of retractions here.
throwing those elbows. Just gonna go a little longer before we take a break on this one. Keep pushing it. All right, take a little break, get some water. No, I think it's so cool that Liz, makes not only these classes, but other classes available, and they're all free. And the gym that she is a part of here, the CFW gym, I think that's amazing. And what I would really like to see is to be able to offer scholarships to everybody that wants to go to CFW. And they offer a lot of them right now, but I wish they could just, anybody that wants to go. I hate that dollars would keep you from getting healthy. But I think we'll get some other businesses to step in and, want to be a part of what she's doing. All right, 10. Throwing those elbows. But that is one thing, when I was in Kansas for, 4 years after my injury. And then I was lucky to come down here and be involved in amazing research, and not to poo-poo on the research down here at all, but I was able to make a lot of gains and feel a lot better just by doing simple workouts at home in my garage. And so I really think that, no matter what you have access to or what your level is, if you can just push your fitness, that is your gateway to the healthiest, happiest life you can live. And it works for me anyway. All right. And then switching the focus to punch. Excuse me. I don't know how much of that is picked up by these microphones. Hopefully not very much. Keep it up, guys and girls. I'd like to remind you that I use guys universally, and I mean nothing by it. All right, take a little break. Whew. Shake that out. Doing good, guys. Cruising through this class. It's going quick today. For me, might be dragging for you, If you guys are interested in that virtual reality study, at Positively Paralyzed on Instagram, that's really the easiest way to get a hold of me. But you can email me. I know Liz has my email. However you can figure out how to get a hold of me, I'll do my best to return promptly. But yeah, if you guys are interested in playing with virtual reality and making $400, $500, shoot me a message. All right, making some room here. And at a pretty brisk pace, we're going to go for a minute. So whatever you think you can do for a minute. I will say the one downside of the virtual reality is sometimes I did get a little nauseous, for sure. But I just tried to keep in mind that if I finished the study, I was going to get $400. So it helped alleviate some of those.
Hey, Jared. It's Lacey. Yeah, I would be interested in that VR.
Yeah.
I can email you.
Great. Yeah, shoot me an email and I'll respond as soon as we get done here.
Yeah, because I've done some VR stuff with study down at U of L for blood pressure.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
But it does make you nauseous. I definitely know what
Right.
you're talking about. Sometimes we be doing it, I'll just have to close my eyes. I'm like, I have to close my eyes for a second before I get sick with everybody.
Yep. Let's take a 30-second break here. Yeah, and one thing I noticed with this set is so you know, I was able to do it all independently, but as I put it on, sometimes I would smudge the screen against my forehead as I brought it down. And if the screen wasn't perfectly clean, that really added to the nausea. So getting it like perfectly set and clean
Yeah.
really made a big difference.
Mhm.
Is that something they send you? Or you gotta get it, the screen?
Yeah, no, they send everything to you. They even sent me a hotspot for the internet. They didn't even use my internet. So you have to have a power source to charge all this stuff, and there's like 5 things you got to charge. But other than that, pay your electric bill. They cover everything else. Let's get back into some jogging here. So yeah, they you know, she'll do a couple interviews with you and get your address. And then when you get the box, she instructs you, you know, not to open it. And then over the phone together, you open it up and she walks you through everything. And I tell you, you know, Hannah opened the box, but I did the call all by myself and was able to, you know, go through everything. And, you know, with my no hand function and just wrist extension, I was able to get everything figured out.
Wow, cool.
So yeah, like I said, send me a message. I'm going to post about it eventually, but just send me a message and I'll send you guys the details so you can be involved if you want. And I'll make Hannah is the research, I don't know, the research coordinator, I guess is her name. All right, take a break. But she'll be happy with me if you guys reach out to her. She says it's really hard to find people to complete these studies. Like, well, if you want to keep writing me checks, I can do it as many times as you want.
Yeah, I wonder if they'd take something like me. I guess I'll have to try it out too.
Yeah. And I apologize if I've messed up some of the details and they don't, but it seemed like there's a lot available. All right. Stretching again. Let's roll the neck to the left. I don't know about you guys, but it's always, I mean, it makes sense, but it's always kind of mind blowing the mobility difference I have before and after. I'm always so tight, and then I usually feel pretty good and limber by the time we're done here. Switch directions.
It makes a difference with my pain levels. Like I have pain, but you know, tightness and stiffness hurts.
Then, so does your pain get better or get worse?
Oh, better with this. Isn't this, if I
Good.
stop exercising, you know, give up for a week or so. Oh,
Yeah. Let's roll those shoulders.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, my body's the same way. You know, like, yeah, it seems like I'm either underworking or overworking. I gotta find that balance. But yeah, when I stop working, my body throws a fit.
True.
And it helps me get days like this, like we're having a low front buzzing through. And that's just sticking a knife in my body sometimes.
For sure.
So
Let's
the
switch
weather
directions.
front.
Yeah, that's a real thing for sure. Yeah, I always used to think Grandpa was crazy. You know,
Yes. I was
knees
gonna
acting
say,
up. There's a storm coming. Like, okay,
Like the
Grandpa,
old man.
maybe no
Yeah.
more whiskey.
Yeah, just like the old man. Okay, it hurts. Come here, pull my finger now.
Right.
Okay.
All right, guys. That's it for today. Thank you very much.